That'll be a 2-hour long debate on Wednesday, and then Thursday we'll call something else for business in the morning. We have private members' business in the afternoon, and then the plan is right after private members' business on Thursday afternoon, we'll have second and third reading votes. So
there's not going to be any debate in between second and third reading? No debate whatsoever? Not even an hour?
No, we had 6.5 or 7 hours worth of debate overnight, and we feel like we've heard from all sides on that debate, plus all the previous debate that we've had on this issue. We want to provide that certainty to the City of Toronto and the clerk there as quickly as we possibly can, and those candidates that are interested in seeking election on October 26th.
It's always worth the effort to stand up for people's charter rights, and it's always worth the effort to stand here against a government that is putting something forward that was not part of their platform, and that changes the rule of the game in the middle of an election. I mean, this is an extremely important debate and discussion, and it's historic for our province and our country that a Premier of Ontario would use the notwithstanding clause to trample on charter rights. And so, I would prefer to be here even longer debating this bill, but the government's going to ram it through because just like they didn't want to hear the voices of those hundreds of people that were here through the wee hours of the morning, they're not interested in hearing our voice either.
Well, I think there are two things we can do. One, we can remain on the record, and I think it's important for the historical record that there was significant opposition to this abuse of the notwithstanding clause. And two, we can continue to appeal to PC members and explain to them the gravity of the decision they are making, the mistake they're making, and let's hope that 15 PC MPPs do the right thing and put their constituents first ahead of their leaders' vendetta against the City of Toronto.
The NDP have thrown up obstacles, and the opposition parties have thrown up obstacles every time they've had the opportunity to do that. We don't want to take any chances that happen again on Thursday afternoon, and that's why we're taking the steps necessary to get the bill passed as quickly as we possibly can.
I'm very concerned about Toronto's upcoming elections, and that view is shared by people in my riding. I was out on the weekend talking to people and to candidates, frankly, who say that the number one issue that they're hearing out the door is not the concerns that residents would have in a normal election. All they're concerned about is it going to be 25 ridings or 47 wards? They just don't have certainty. There's a tremendous amount of confusion for residents of this city, and that confusion was brought by Doug Ford and his decision to insert himself in the middle of a municipal election that has begun since May the 1st.
The chaos hasn't ended. It's going to continue, and that's the way Mr. Ford likes to do business.
We've seen a pattern with this government now of chaos and dysfunction, of complete disregard for the law, and it'll be interesting to see how expensive these legal challenges will be, because this isn't their only legal battle they're fighting.